grab your drinks, guys. It is time to put the world away. Welcome to the Philippines Let's Play or experiment. What am I talking about? Look, we're in year 2041. This is where I gave the Philippines the best generation players through the editor. That's what this little, looks like a pencil icon up here. The game editor. And I gave the top 16s the most money you can get them, which is like $1 billion. and the best facilities, best youth facilities, the youth recruitment, training facilities, all that. And let's go, and I've read all these, right? Yeah, we'll just say I read them all. Boom. And the last time, man, I always forget. Let's look at the world. We're going to the Philippines here. We were ranked. That's right. If I recall right, it was just, we're 49th. We're under 50. We made it under 50, the top 50. And I'm going to guess, before I look here, 47 for some reason. Let's see what we're ranked. Go to the Philippines. Hey, I've got a couple right since this. I think I maybe got 3 or 4 right, I guesses. So 47th, we're still moving up, and it's only a matter of time, right, guys? So I go to the editor, edit the nation. This is all I've done. You can do so many things. Create your own fantasy world. I know I repeat myself, but maybe this is the first time you're watching this. Get the editor. It's only a few dollars, and you can adjust so many things. You want to create your own fantasy world. You want to put your own player, you in there, and sim it and see where you end up through your career. You can do so many things. But right now, generation player, we have the highest generation. You can see max value 200 here for the youth rating in the Philippines. And I've said this over and over. It was supposed to be one of the things that was the new feature for this Football Manager was a dynamic youth rating. But like I said, it's moved in. Wait, this is the 10th year. We're in actually 20 years. I'm 20 years into it. And it's only moved down to 199 one time. So there's that. So really quick glance. I like looking at the top players here, the top 6 players. Edgar Klus, Philippine, 24-year-old, and he's with Liverpool now. Liverpool, look at that, 94. That's not the highest transfer I've ever seen, but that's up there. 94 million pounds. So we have a couple players that's playing in Germany in the same team, Hertha Berlin. But now he's in the Premier League, one of the best teams in the world, if not the best. We'll have to look at that in a second. In our world here in 2041, he went to Liverpool for 94 million, and I would say that's pretty good. After 18 appearances, 6 assists, 2 player matches, and a 7.26. I'd say he's doing pretty dang well there. He's a top Filipino. And now we have another player. Look at this. Just stare at those attributes. 26-year-old Joshua Singson, pacey, the agile. What? With Chelsea. So one of the in the Premier League. He just got a couple years ago. So I knew that in the last episodes. I don't recall, man. 67 million. And he's getting a little bit worse each year. Slowly, huh? All right, then we have Vino. Yep, I remember him. He's still playing there, and he's in Saudi right now. He was UAE. Yeah, now he's in Saudi. He's been there for a few years. He's tearing it up down there. Surprised he's not gone to a bigger league, but because he's already 32 now, so yeah, he's probably on the slow decline. This Ricardo Gonzalez, if I remember right, he's the giant. He's still there in the Philippines. Kaya, the best team there in the Philippines. Yep, and he's the 6'6" goalkeeper, 6'7" goalkeeper. 95 caps for the Philippines, 25 years old. I thought he'd move on to another club, but hey, he's loyal, wants to stay at home in the Philippines. I don't blame him. And because it's a beautiful place, a beautiful country. But, with that reputation, you'd want to go to a better league and get more money, my friend. He is making, though, I mean, look at that. 100,000 per week. So, yeah, he's living like a king there in the Philippines. Wait, did I have it on the right guy? No, I did not have it on the right guy. So, I'm sure he's still living like a king there in Saudi. 100,000 per week. This Filipino now that's playing in Kai, he's making 31,000 per week. That's still living like a king there in the Philippines. Okay, so we got Robert Stanley, 29-year-old striker, Montpellier. Montpellier, that's right. That's in France. If I remember my... Yep, he's been there for a few years. And then this is a new one, I think, up here. 24-year-old Jake Lozano. Quick midfielder, right side. And he's with Kaya as well. So, yeah, Kaya's got the top, and they're still maintaining the best reputation-wise here. Kaya Mendiola United City Asgul's development team, which is the Asgul's is the national team. That's just, I don't know, they got their own development team as well. It's interesting. I mean, all these players can play for the national team. Stallion and Maralica. All Filipinos, the best players, right? Going to be on the national team. I don't think this has moved up or anything. I'm trying to recall, like the stadium capacity. Is that what the Rizal Memorial Stadium is? 12,873. I'll have to look that up. That was born in 19. That was born. It was built. Yeah, born, right? Same thing. Built in 1934 in Manila. These are all the competitions there, all the teams that play there. Jeepney plays there too, huh? All right, let's get going. Let's get going. I looked at that, right? That was 200 still, the generation players, which we got. Now let's get to the clubs list. Couple moved up, a couple moved downs. I think we got more 2-stars now. So we'll start in the bottom here, reputation-wise. Marlica Manila. So I go in the editor and always look at this. Reputation is 3383. Definitely has gone up since the 2500, which I started them out. They all got a good bank balance. And so I don't think I've seen it twice move down. The youth facilities moved down once, and their training, so we just boost them all up to the max. Now let's look at all the players, and I kind of look at my settings. It's just easier, and I go by their age. If I can get there, and all the youths that came in, 6, 7. The 16-year-olds, and I just look really quick. I have the player potential ability. No one over 100. That's disappointing. Let's go. It's a combination, right? I mean, their facilities are top notch, but it's either got to be their head of youth development guy, their coaches. Why they're not really, they haven't been getting any players over 100. They do have they have anybody? I think they're just foreigners, though. There is just the one, Johannes Beller, 22-year-old. His potential is 155. That's, if he can get that, that's top notch, best any league he can play anywhere. If he can get there, 155. So hopefully he can get there. I think he's gonna have to hurry. He's 22. It's still what, good 5-6 years of development, but I see a bunch of low ones in there. So I wish him the best. And then the next Filipino, only 18-year-old. He's got a 126. If he can get up there, that's still just out of Premier League in England. Because I looked at though, and you at least ride around an average 130 at least to get up there. If he can get there, though, he's an attacking midfielder left with a concentration of 1. I wish him the best. I don't see it. And then they got a 101. He's only 25. He got to 84. Got some decent mental or physicals there, and okay mentals. But who's this Freddie guy I want? By Stallion, 20-year-old defender. Potential is 100. Freddie Banzon. That's it. Maralikas. Wish you guys the best. It hasn't been going well for them. Stallion. Let's see what's going on with Stallion here. 34.72. Your finances are still good. And yeah, so everyone's youth facilities took a knock, and their training facilities will bump that up to max. You can get in the game. Let's get to these players. What kind of youths? Come on, Philippines. What new youth players have arrived in the Philippines and their team? 6, 7. No, there's a 98, but that's it. They're all Filipino. Let's get to the... They got a bunch more players. Look at this stuff. This is world class, probably the best player in the world if he can get to that potential. He is wanted. Who's he wanted by? In-house? Nimes? Is that how you say that? I'm unfamiliar with this. Oh, it's a French team. Are they one of the best? Oh, that's not the way to look at it. Look at it this way. Oh, they're the second best team in France. Nimes, is that how you say it? Nimes, Olympique. Yeah, Olympic. Yeah, that's. I'll stop embarrassing myself. And so that's cool. Okay, let's get back to this view. So yeah, he's wanted out there, and he'll definitely reach his potential more quickly if he's playing in one of the top leagues there, which is in France. They got a 25-year-old 169. William Toilet. I keep wanting to say toilet. Toilete. Look at those technical. He's not technically gifted. Defensive midfielder. Good tackling and position you probably want. Some strength. I don't see it. We got a 23-year-old 130, 145. So there's some guys there. Chinese player. But another Filipino, 145 potential, Simone Kane, wingback. And there's a 35-year-old. He's listed. He had the 117. He didn't get it. He's 35. He's probably on the decline. So he didn't get it. Manuel Pacoran. And then Filipino is a goalkeeper. It's 108. He's listed, transfer listed. 20-year-old, not bad. Good, pretty good. Just can't jump, but pretty good physicals there. 107. So they got a couple, then a bunch of foreigners here. All right, there's Stallion. I like the name. Now we go to the Asgles development team, 2-star. I'll look at this really quick. 3472 is their rep. Bunch of money still, and oh, they didn't have a decline in their facilities. What players, huh? What youths have come through here? Give me some good youths that have come through. Is this the one I just looked at, guys? No, that's weird. It was already highlighted. Am I losing it? Potential. Yeah, 188 Jefferson. I just looked at this one. ADT. I thought I clicked on it. ADT is the first one. 3643 is the first 2-star team here. Okay, that's why. So they all went down. That should have put a red flag up. So they're all 20 stars. I mean 20. Wow. I need some coffee, guys. All 20 now. Now, what youths have come into the Asgles development team, huh? Come on, let's get some good youths here. Whoa, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Nobody, though. No one. They got this 196 as the high, 98 defender. So a lot of 90s. With potentials, but over the past years, they've had some guys come through. Their top potential guy here is at 88 now, can reach 152. Joseph Matis, not bad, defensive midfielder. This is a Jamaican player, and then the next Filipino is not this 25-year-old. He's sitting at current ability 110. Might be able to get to 135. Just can't jump, but everything else, stamina for days, run around everywhere. He's probably box to box or ball winning guy. Next Filipino is quite the ways down. Is this guy 113 potential? Peter Saturianus. All right, let's get That's them. Oh, they're sitting first? Oh, alphabetical order. Oh, who won it? We gotta look at the past winners, right? It was Kaya again. So they've just dominated. It's just United City, and now it's just Kaya the whole time. And Mendiola's getting second each time. So good for them. What was last year's? How big of winner did they get? So 9 points they won it by the league. Mendiola, and so that's pretty close. Second and third battle, but that's it. Kaya for the win. And I like to look at this. So they maintain their reputation here in Asia. They're still the 11th best reputation. First is still what, Japan League, right? And the Filipinos still 2. Oh, the next notch will be the 2.5. So if they keep developing these youngsters, they keep bringing them in, they'll should go up. But I haven't been impressed this year so far. No one over 100. So let's get on to United City. 39.49 is their reputation. They got some money there, and then I gotta boost up their youth and training facilities took a hit this year for everybody. All right, let's get on to my little view. And let's get to the youngsters. So here we go. The youngsters. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. No one. A 97 potential. They got a bunch, though. Look at all these players. Most of them are foreign. The top 2 players, though. 173, 154 Filipinos. 21-year-old Filipino Alvin Walohan, left attacking midfielder. And then we have a 24-year-old. He's at 115. Gerald Rigoli. Yep, very good. Just he's not determined. Low determination personality. But he's real aggressive, brave. He's got good teamwork about him. All right. And then that's it. The top 2 Filipinos. And that's all. Look at all these foreigners. And there's a 20-year-old, 119. Mark Muros, M&M here. Striker. And that's it. 21-year-old, not bad. Yeah, he's sitting at 98. He's close to his potential. Yep, so hopefully these 2 top guys can get up there. But that's United City. All right, let's go. Mendiola, second best squad here in the Philippines. 41.84 is their rep. And all 20s. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Where's the youths at? Do we have some good youths coming in here to Mendiola? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. These are all in youth contracts. 21, 22. Wow. So all the way down to here. And there's no one that's over 100 though. Huh. Not the best. Said some years are good, some years aren't so good. Some years are just terrible. But here we go. The top 3 are Filipinos. Look at that. But look at that. 165, 162, and 158. And they're already at 120s. These guys are top notch. They can, I mean, that's right there, getting close to the top leagues in the world. And at Hertha Berlin want them. It's been a few times this team is, I said they must have their scouts here in the Philippines. Hertha Berlin, a lot of Filipinos have gone, that's how they've gone over to Europe. But we have this player, look at that, Steven Soberano, 19-year-old. Look at that. I mean, that is a steal. He's only, I mean, his value, if it would stay there, you guys can see it. His value there, 2.5K to 8K for that kind of player. 17 tackling decisions, a 16. He's balanced. Great defensive midfielder, positioning of 14. Mark, yeah, only 19. I would pick him up too. And they're only going to spend about, what, less than 10,000 for that player at a current ability of 122. Ooh, there's a 27-year-old, so he's right there. Not much more development. He's at 121, pretty good. Alvin, he's a midfielder, attacking midfielder, right side, good excel. He's a crosser, 14, not bad. Just quick on that right side. And then we have a 128 current ability, 26-year-old Juan Soriano. Good, physically beastly, but he's kind of low, huh? Low technically. He's just out there, and he's just can't jump, but everything else is pretty dang good. And then you got to come down here, 23-year-old. He's at 94, 136 potential. Roberto Benedicto, wing back, left. There's a bid for it's a Netherlands player. The next Filipino. That's it. Man, where are they all going? Is Kaya picking them all up? He's listed, 21-year-old, got 114 potential. Okay, yep. Some years are like this. That's it. I think it was last year too, where I think it was Kaya had all the players that were over 100. Had some decent potential. Their reputation is 5,011. Finances still we're good. If anything goes negative, I'll just put every team back to max. So we'll all be back to squared up at the same amount of money. This is the Kaya, the Lions, the best team here in the Philippines. Capacity of a 10,000 capacity stadium, huh? Let's look. Can we get anybody, or is it going to be a year where no youths that came in the development, no youths have got a potential over 100? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Must have signed Alvin. Must be good. Must have signed him off the youth contract. But here's a bunch of youths right down to here. 3 more. All these. Is there anybody that's over 100? Whoa, 160, 159. So they're hogging all the youths, and then a 102. So 3. That made it easy. 3 players, 3 Filipinos. That's good for the Philippines. I know they're all coming into Kaya, but let's look at this 102 player. He's a striker, John Regala, and he's already 79. So that's a good current already for a 17-year-old striker. 14 finishing, 15 composure. His strength's and he doesn't like to work though. To me, yeah, because to me that's an important attribute. This attribute reflects a player's willingness to work to his full capacity. And with that low, he's never going to reach his potential. He's determined, though. It's just always confusing. Determined, but he doesn't want to do the work. Oh, that sounds like the new generation, right? Let's go. It doesn't work like that, people. Hard work pays off. He wants it, though. Got to put in the work. He knows how to finish already, and he's composed about it. Got some excel. We'll see how he develops that low work rate with 102. But the big ones, look at this. He's 85 already current. 159. That's world class. Mr. Alvin Lowe. Defensive midfielder. And there's defensive midfielders for the Philippines. They just develop a lot of defensive midfielders. And he's 6 foot. Hard to find a Filipino over 6 foot. And this game, tackling good, technique's good. 14 for first touch as well. And it's decent. Real brave balance. So there you go. Yeah, I see it. For only 17. And then the big star here this year, 160, 77 current, Mr. Christian Robles, another defensive midfielder, 5'7", 15 tackling. The other guy looks better. What's 77? Yeah, he is. He's 85. That's why current. But this guy's got one more click. One more click for potential. I guess because he's a year younger too, maybe. But I mean, looking at it at a quick glance, right, guys? I would say the other guy's going to reach it a lot quicker. A tackling stamina, but that's all I see. All right, there's all the teams. Let's look what the national teams have done. Sorry if you guys can hear my phone in the background here, my landline phone. It's a bunch of telemarketers as usual. Let's get to the national teams. Let's go to the under 19 squad. What have they been doing? I kind of sort this by the potential ability. They're all based here in the Philippines because remember, there's some players that this guy doesn't have a squad. They're all based here in the Philippines. Yep. The best players there are with Kai and ADT. Really? How old is this guy? 17? He came in through last year, I guess, then. What have they been doing? You guys won anything? There's been a few. They made it to the finals. They beat Thailand. Okay, good job. I don't think we saw that last episode because 2040. No, we wouldn't have seen that. So they beat Thailand under 19s. Asian 19s championship final. Good job. All right, let's go to the under 20s. It's the one good player there. Kaya, 19-year-old. James Misa. I don't think they have much. There's not many games scheduled for these under 20s. They made it to a couple years ago. They made it to the third place playoff there and lost on penalties with the USA. Under 21s, what do we got? We must not have a game anytime soon because there's only one player right now registered for them. I don't think they have many. Yeah, their last game, I think I've done this many times. Their last game was in 2032, so 9 years ago was their last under 21s game. But here we go. Under 23s. Potential, they got this one beast, 188 potential-wise. He's the one that's wanted by, the team there in France. Jefferson. They're all based here in the Philippines, if my eyes are looking correctly. Yep. And what have they done? Under 23s. Let's go. Some friendlies. They're in Asian Cup Group B. They did lose to UAE. What's this look like? So they... Huh. They didn't make it out of the group? Asian under 23 Asian Cup Group B. Wonder how I see the under. Oh, we scheduled on Monday, November 11th. We scheduled on Monday, November 11th, and is due to start on Saturday, January 4th. Well, the past winner was South Korea. Looks like every 2 years. South Korea's won it quite a bit. Let's go. Philippines under 23s. What else happened? So they won all of them there. Group G. Group B, they lost the one. We'll see what happens here. But I know they won. They beat Asia there in the 2038. That's right. They won the Asian Games final my last episode when I was to the Asian Games final. Yeah, there they go. Hey, look at that. Past winners, Philippines there. All right, let's get to the national team, the senior squad here, the Ascals. Potential ability. Wow, this guy's not really Jose Yard. He's a free agent. 35 years old. But still, 15 pace off the ball, finishing, composure, and off the ball 16. Yeah, his physicals. He's at the stand up there. Definitely can knock it still in the back of the net. But it looks like he's probably going to retire. But there's no retirement symbol there on him. All here in the Philippines. Where's that Australian player? I guess I didn't see him. But this might not be all the players as well. Could be some injuries going on and stuff like that. But let's just see how they've done, huh? So then the World Cup's qualifying Group B. That's a good thing. What's happened here? World Cup. They had the C championships. Oh, they lost to Thailand. Finals. Yeah, they made it to the finals and that is our bogey team, man. I mean, they're no team to mess around. They're 37th world rank as well. So, but they've beat us time and time again. What's going on here? So Thailand and us qualified, looks like. That was 2041 for the C Championships. And then it's still, and then this World Cup, we're still in there with 10 points. So, okay. Good stuff. We're doing it in the Philippines. We're doing it. Look at that. World rank 47th. I said, I'm going to keep doing these sims until the next Football Manager comes up. Our goal is to get, right? #1. What else would be the goal? Be the top dog of the world. Let's go Philippines. Hopefully I showed you guys a few things. If you want to see anything else, let me know. But there is the latest update. 2041. We're ranked 47th. I'm going to say 44. But let's sim another year, and that'll be the next episode. So thank you guys for watching, and remember, keep moving forward.